Welcome back. We're going to check out Genie. It's Genius Sports Limited. And we can see they've got a interesting spread here. Okay. And BNFT. And they also have an interesting time and price opportunity with a bit of an oversold demeanor there. But I like the spread on BNFT and the spread on AHH. But this time and price opportunity also looks good. Okay. After getting a double X in volume. And on our 4-hour chart, it looks like we might see a pullback first thing. Yeah, probably. Got a bit overextended right away. So we'll probably see a pullback into here before it continues on trend. But it is very, very close with the current bar of 300. And keeping in mind of your market maker signals. Okay, now we're using a STC strategy here. These are the signals you're seeing plotted up here. We don't have to have those up there. Let's see, let's get rid of that. And let's go over and check out AMC. Now, AMC is right in line for where it should be. Okay, and it looks like we have to deal with this downward or descending, wedge or triangle here for a little while. Let's bring that out to the weekly. And we can see we've kind of dojied out here, but we're sitting right on top of this space here. So it's a bit of a danger zone. We may want to be careful on the weekly time charts. But on the daily time frames, we see a bit of a different picture. Okay? A little bit of a pop, okay? Is the pop over? I mean, it could be. But it could also trend right on up, and this could be the target zone after the pop-up, okay, into a particular area. And we might even see that based on our 4-hour time frame as it's traveling right along this Fibonacci spiral here. Okay, so these are money flow on the zeros. So these are all ones receiving good money flow signals on the particular day. And this is the Benefit Focus Incorporated. And look at their time and price opportunity. It's way up here. So we know this is the more accepted price and that it's been pushed down to give a possible discount. Okay, so let's take and plot just a few lines right across here. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. We don't have to get regression or anything. But you can see the bottom line plots right across here. So we could call this maybe even 0. All right? So we want it to come back above this 0 line. And we know that it eventually will. And we are getting upward signals now. So this BNFT, for the long term, looks like it would be something good to focus on, all right? And it seems that we do have some areas that matter right through here. Let's see how those go. And look for a breakout somewhere in here, okay? So somewhere in this zone we need to break out and start heading for this area. Otherwise we'll probably get smacked down but it's something to look at. All right, but that's a good money flow, type of scan, and we have many different types of money flow. You can use money flow crossover, money flow oscillator. The money flow index. Let's see which ones have money flowing in based on the index and or crossovers. That's what this one is scanning for. So there's a whole set of money flow indicators. And we may not find anything here yet. That's okay. But we did find those couple, and that might be all we need to work with for, our upcoming trading day. And we like to look at our Darvas boxes, which ones are true. We look for fake out breakouts on the weekly, and we look to see what's true on the 4-hour. Okay, that BNFT looks interesting. And we get some of these here. Let's check out their spreads. That's a decent little spread on that. $2 spread on that. Oh, that's a good spread on this. Intrepid Potash. Okay. It looks like a little dipper. Little dip. Okay. Saito. I don't really like that. Let's see what Q is. That's a decent spread on that. Q Biopharma. Now it looks like it's going down. BNTC. Decent little spread on that. If it bounces from here, the trend will continue, but this is the more accepted price, so it's more likely to get short. Okay. AFib, Acutus Medical, on the 30-minute time frame here. Let's go to the daily, and we can see that this one might even get a short squeeze up to here, or maybe even here before it gets pushed back down. Up here would be wild, but it could happen. Looks like it's actually very possible. So be watching that. Looks like the Med Mafia's got a hold of that one. Alright, let's see here. Possible short down into this zone, 336 before the bounce. Okay. Let's see, the trend was already up, so it's either going to go for a little run into one of these zones where it'll get smacked back down, liquidity provided, and then, yes. PFS Web. Wow. All right, so even the more accepted price is way down here, and they have just run it. So look at it running. Either that or this has something going on. So this PFSW on the daily, they don't normally move like that on the daily. That's a big move. This must mean something. But we can still expect a pullback to around here before we take another entry. So we'll just give us a little click there, create our alert, and when we get at or below this level, we will start to consider it for, the look-sees. All right. Looks like it took off from its low, though, and created its high. So this is probably about to start its downward cycle as others start their upwards cycle. All right, but these are getting Darvas box signals on the 4-hour time chart, so pay attention to them. They will be valid for a little while. And if the overall trend is bullish, then pay attention even closer. All right, let's look at a bull flag here on the 15-minute time frame, if we can find one. And go up here, we'll hit our time frames, we'll click over into range, we'll change it to 5-day, 10 ticks, and we'll say OK. We'll change that to 5 ticks, and we'll say OK. I see, this may even be a little new. came in, pretty much went short, hit a bottom, hit its high. Yeah, I'm going to say we're probably going to come back down into this $4 area, if not even this area here. So there will be some areas and opportunities to buy this, being here and here and here. And let's go and see what's on our Kapok for the day, the day. And let's go and look for another chart setup, just for fun. Let's see, we've got our demand set up, deviation set up. Okay, standard error. When our standard error starts to rise, that's a pretty good signal. Something needs to be switched there. Much better. Alright, and we can see when we start to get a good signal here. Not the best visualization there, though. There we go. It is on a bit of a run. But we saw our signal was way back here. Weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Now for our daily. Still weeks ago. Okay. And when it did fire the signal, it traded sideways for a while and then had a nice run. So we can see trade sideways, maybe even drop into this earnings, and then it'll move on again. Alright, so that Kapok list doesn't want to come up. That's fine, nothing on it. And let's see which lists are having... very unusual activity. Greater than normal activity. That's what I call my pump and dump lists. Ones that are moving way more than they normally would. Let's see if anything comes up here. Let's see what our gap up on the day is. All right, so VP or VRPX, which was yesterday's big gapper. But if we followed our Darvas box here, we got the signal. And we got the signal here, way days before it blew up, and then it eventually blew up. Okay, but we would have wanted to wait for our 52-week low, then start looking for the Kapok buy signals. And that is a strategy that we like to follow. And it did hit a high of 36, looks like after hours. What a run it was. Okay. Yeah, check that out. All right, big Kapok move. Unusual volumes all over the place. Okay. Big buying pressure, overnight volume. And a big run up after the hours. So this is a good after hours setup, this particular cumulative overnight volume. Let's say that again. Cumulative. Is it cumulative or cumulative? And we have a low here and a high here. So and a couple different stages of market, as you can see: red, blue, gray, and white. All right, and we have B-Way. So this bioscience, this really doesn't entice me much, but let's see what this does. Let's say Brainsway Ltd. Brainsway, or the Brainsway. Okay, and we see big overnight volume that caused this big blow up here. But it was the 52-week low, the move above zero on the MFI, RSI. Okay, we've got some other signals plotted in there too, so we'll have to see what those are. Let's see, MFI, RSI. Let's see, money in, money out, RSI. What are my arrows? What are my arrows? Kapak above zero. La 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 la. That might be those right here. Okay. Money in and money out. That's what it seems to be. Alright. So these are going to be the same as the money triggers there that we have, but we need to do an entire money flow setup. Alright, so this little gap up list here, it looks like it might be relevant. Let's see if we can find anything else. Let's gap up fast on the weekly. BTCM, bit mining, of course. Looks like a good signal. Kind of tapped out there, huh? And AXM Therapeutics. And we see some after hours running and then a short off there, yeah. And CALT with a decent spread there, which is Calliditas Therapeutics. And some really decent after hours moves here too. And we can see with the move in the Kapak downwards, but the increased move and still a downwards Kapak, price kept falling off. And it kind of looks like we expect it to, all the way into this earnings conference call. And then we'll see how they do, and maybe a little bit after that, you'll see a little rejuvenation in that stock. All right. Let's check up our 5-minute watch list here. Let's check out what's being squeezed. Okay. And now we've got a parabolic SAR, a Darvas box. We've got our daily, average volume and current bar. A vortex indicator with our zigzag, our TTM squeeze, and some other stuff on here. So what fun that is. Doesn't look like we're getting any 6-way squeeze alert information. No soup for you today. Alright, let's do our YouTube example. And Neo was added to the rock bottom daily. Very good. Our rock bottoms are awesome. And we want to check out our super trenders too. So let's check out super trend on the daily. We'll see what's going on there. And SBSW, HMY, GEL, ET, EPD, BBL, and AM are all on that list. Let's look for a big bounce or a reversal in this one, but yeah. Sibanye, Stillwater, HMY, Harmony Gold Mining. Okay. Gel, which is Genesis Energy. Okay, looks like they could do with a little bit of a little poparoo, maybe even up to the 817-ish, 820 level, and pop back down. Okay, ET. Energy Transfer. Looks like they really need to get their price back up. The more accepted price of all of the bag holders is $9.50, so either they're going to sell or they need to bring that price back up to make people happy. Walla Walla Bing Bang. All right, Enterprise, Prods, Partners. All right, looks like the same thing's going to happen here. And BHP Group, BHP Billiton. Okay, once again, you know, push down, and eventually it needs to recover. All right, fear not. And same deal. So these have all switched over to bullish super trending signals on the daily. So keep that in mind. That's daily. Swing trading situations. I would say anything 4-hour, daily, weekly, larger, that's swing trading. All right, anything 4-hour and lower, you know, you could swing, you know, on short terms, but I mean, really, I would consider everything from, say, even 4-hour you could use in both swing trading and day trading. I would recommend 1 hour and less for day trading. Okay. I think we'll leave it here at energy transfer. So let's transfer some of those good energies. I'll give some out to the world. You guys give some back. And I will catch you in the next video. Thanks for watching.